The podcast you are listening to of Holmberg's Morning Sickness is brought to you by my friends at Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meet, mesquite, repeat. Trust me on this one. You've had barbecue before, but you haven't had it this good. Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale, ericsfamilybbq.com.
Eric's Family Barbecue has arrived and is simply the best barbecue in Arizona. Come satisfy your taste buds with meats that are smoked over mesquite wood and sides that are made with fresh ingredients and tons of love. They have the best, juiciest brisket, pulled pork, rib sausage, turkey, or everyone's favorite, the Pitmaster Sampler that includes all the meat in 4 sides, mac and cheese, potato salad, coleslaw, corn, or beans, yum. And for dessert, try some creamy banana pudding, amazing. Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meat, mesquite, repeat. Make the trip, you won't be sorry. Dine in or take it to go. Go to ericsfamilybbq.com for more info.
Holmberg's Morning Sickness.
Disgusting. They smell, they're sticky, they say things that are horrible.
98 KUPD.
All right, thank you, Silence the Voice. It is already ready to go for this glorious Tuesday, and we're going to start handing you some money. I don't know the words yet. You got the words in front of you?
Yep.
Go write those things down, because just in a few minutes, I'm going to give you a chance to get on our app. Again, this is a contest that our bigwigs in Chicago and Minnesota have put together. All the stations in the Hubbard clusters all over the nation are doing this. And again, I question our management. $6,000 for all the stations? How bad was last year? It had to be rough. That's not a lot when you consider like it's national.
Did you hear how we did yesterday?
How would we do?
So 30 stations in the Hubbard nationwide.
Yeah.
We got 2 of the 6 KUPD listeners. $2,000.
Oh, we won
Nice.
twice? All right.
Nice.
See, the more you guys participate, the more KUPD comes up in the so we had two of the 6,000.
2 of the 6,000 was
Awesome.
us.
Screw those other markets.
And it's because we're playing heavy. We're playing hardball with it. That's exactly right. Beat them into the earth.
Damn
That's
right.
the plan here. So you got to, if you haven't put the app on your laptop or on your phone, get the app right now at the App Store, and then you go to that thing and you click on, there's a little star on the front page that says rewards. You click on that, you scroll down, and you put the word in at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2, and 4. We got 6 of them. That's great. So we had, because yesterday at the end, they're like, I don't know what you guys were doing. Crush those numbers. Thanks, salespeople. Because they don't understand how to turn the radio on and off. They don't. I was listening to the Woody show.
Oh, there's your problem, pal.
Well, Layla came down to me yesterday, and she goes, was Sebastian in studio with you guys on Friday? Because everybody heard it but me. I'm like, Sebastian Maniscalco? And she goes, yeah. And I'm like, I think that's racist, because we had Brett Ernst in. He's Italian, but...
We all look alike.
But yeah, and Brett's here. I mean, maybe you think Brett. And she goes, oh. And then she did like a girl thing, very sweetly. Layla then did about 45 minutes of Sebastian's show.
She knows it.
And she was very excited. I think she
Was
had
she
a little...
opening for him?
I'm gonna say, I think Layla's kind of got a thing for Sebastian in an uncomfortable, I look at him when I'm bored on my computer way. It was a very... Because I even looked at Jill, and I'm like, did that seem sort of crushy? Like she was in the room with him, even though it was at the big 5,000-seat arena, and thought, he's looking at me. And Jill just shook her head yes, because that's her boss. She can't really get too noisy about it, but I'll say it. Anyway, our bigwigs decided to take $6,000 out of a pool of millions. Let's be honest. The stations are pulling in $6,000 is nothing to these people. $1,000 an hour. So it's really, it should be much more. But that's not the point. The point is, this is a sales contest for us to see how many people we can get to participate on our app. You guys know, in this day and age of business, if you, these are the days I would love to drive a truck or just kind of drive around, be nothing as far as offices. Because when you're in offices and you're in the corporate world, you have these meetings. Well, how can we boost internet, this and that? Because they basically digitally masturbate all over themselves trying to say the right words, but nobody knows what they're doing. Like, nobody knows how to sell the internet. Nobody knows how to... that nobody understands it. Why can't we boost this?
It's a giant cube, and cash is flying up in the air, and you're trying to grab it.
Yep. Yeah, and nobody's like, I'm not sure how
can we capture it?
How do we turn the fan off? There's just money flying around, and they're just trying to capture it. And I don't blame them. It's out there somewhere.
Yeah.
But nobody really knows. It's elusive. So they always come back to the same things. We need to boost numbers on the app. We need to get more clicks and hits on your Facebook page. I'm like, oh, God, here we go. And then we've got the most, like, out of all of us here in our, we don't ever talk about it. We don't ever bring up, I encourage you to cancel your Facebook page. Get off of that stupid stuff. Look at what Instagram has done to Brady. It's dulled him like a cast member from Awakenings. Terrible. It's a terrible product that's made people unhappy, and it's brought on depression and misery, and it's the Joneses lifestyle set in front of you that just makes you feel bad. So I tell you, I encourage you, don't do Facebook. Stay off of it. It's stupid. And they're like, we got to do more for like, what can John do for videos for Facebook? I'm like, nothing. I hate it. I don't participate. I don't like it. And our numbers are higher than anybody else in the building. So it's just whether or not people find it. But this particular thing is all about getting you to participate on the app. Because once again, radio executives don't realize we have a 100,000 watt broadcast facility. They really want to be on the cutting edge of the app. Instead of saying,
forget the torch.
What about the giant free thing that just comes with every car?
What?
Oh, no. We need people to jump through a couple hoops. Which I get. We have to actually be part of it. But now they're just trying to, what can we do to make it huge? This is what we do. We pay you. We don't actually pay you. We do an attempt to pay you. But that's fun, too. So, contests are fun. So, 2,000 of the 6,000 nationwide dollars were right here in Phoenix. That's good. Let's do it again, because that means that our numbers were huge. So let's do it again. And then a little bit, at 7 o'clock, I'll give you the word now. Superstition is the word. Superstition.
But there's a certain way to do it on the app, right? Because Toledo and I were talking about this.
You
and
scroll down.
We had 400 emails yesterday because people didn't know how to do it.
People are using the email feature on the
First
app
day.
and not that.
First day.
Yeah.
I know.
Click on the little star, the reward star. It should, again, look, if it's me doing it, because I do it right, it's the first thing you see when you go to the app. But no. Because you got to click on it. If you don't click on it, we don't get counts for clicks. So it's all silly. So just follow along. Click the little star, then it takes you to the page, and then you got to scroll down on that page, and there's like 6 boxes. The 7 a.m. box is empty. You fill that in.
And they don't open until
7 o'clock. So you'll try to fill it in before you can.
Right.
So 7 o'clock this morning, Superstition on the app. We had thousands and thousands of people participating yesterday, which is great. And Woody had 3. Which is hilarious.
Did he get finally 3? It
Well,
was
they said
0
3.
most of the morning.
Oh, there was 0 from, and then they said, he's doing it later in the day. And I'm like, he's not on later in the day. Say like 3. So we're winning.
That's strong.
Yeah, and again, this is all just to keep suits in Chicago and Minnesota off of our ass. We gave Larry's word out yesterday right before we got done. And I'm on the couch in the studio, and Larry goes, somebody said you guys gave my word out. Like, yep, it's Mom. We gave it out. Well, now they don't have to listen. Like, Larry, they'll be all right later. You're going to make it.
You think everyone that's going to text just heard us?
Just turn it off. Larry's coming on. Oh, to which I replied,
Go, Larry. Go,
Yeah.
go.
yeah, there's nothing you can do. But he was like, well, now what? I'm like, don't do it. Don't do the word. Just skip it. The people who are going to participate are already. You keep going. There's nothing wrong with handing them the info. Superstition. It's coming up here in 20 minutes. The little code's open, but you get it. And it is. It's if we get big numbers on the app, we don't have to sit through countless amounts of suits talking to Larry and Larry talking to us and everybody going, well, we didn't do a very good job. Let's do a great job on this. We'll do it for you guys. You do it for us.
Yeah, help us out. We don't want to sit in meetings.
Please. I don't want to sit in another sit down going, boy, the app thing, we got killed by Cincinnati because they did this real clever thing. And what they're
Floor wax?
the better part is they'll never talk about how we did this. Basically, what they did was tell the listeners it was a cheap giveaway, and that it was an app sales contest in house. They got the listeners to play along with them, as you know. We're not going down that road because the mom stations, the soccer mom stations, are not going to go.
Really should be more, and what we need to do here is get you guys to like us and stay out of talks with the brass.
We don't want to deal with them. I live my life basically neck people in suits and great idea, and then doing the exact opposite.
On it, Chief.
Yeah, whatever they say, I'm like, that seems like a great idea, and then I go to the guys, did you hear that idea? He thinks we should do paper mache and crochet at the same time and have races. It worked in Modesto. He worked there at Modesto in 96. My first morning job in Modesto, we used to do crochet. People loved it. So I think we're going to implement that in most of our markets here. Oh, that's great. Anyway, you might have noticed I have a thorn in my side for the way radio.
Denise and the hanky, they're knocking it out of the park.
Oh, the hanky's funny, though. The hanky is funny.
Achoo!
Anyway, so you got that going for you. It's coming up. The first of 6 times we're going to try to get you money. 2 of you walked with $1,000 yesterday. Did we have winners in the morning?
That I don't know.
No.
Let me see if Mark says.
But our numbers were substantially larger than most due to our transparency, I think.
Brian Podorf of Gilbert.
Congratulations, Brian Podolph for Gilbert.
And David Rivera of Mesa.
What times did they win?
Mark didn't say that.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Somebody messaged in, does capital and lowercase matters as spelling count?
Good question.
Spelling obviously counts.
Okay.
Spelling counts. Yeah. Otherwise, why would we have a word?
But
With your 24
capitalization's
letters,
okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Capitalization or
Okay.
not doesn't
Do I
matter.
have to actually
T.
do I have to actually use the word you're using?
Hey, this Katie broad texting that. I don't
Katie.
know. There you go.
Katie.
Come on, Katie.
Can I use hieroglyphics or a series of shapes?
Can I spell it however I want?
Yeah.
I like to phonetically spell.
No, Katie.
And here's another genius, Bradley one. Are you notified if you win $1,000?
Nope.
No, you just
No.
kind of got to guess, show
No,
up,
yeah.
maybe we'll give it to you.
Yeah.
Just wait for it.
Yeah. Well, the president of the planet Belmac comes down and tries to get into your mind while you sleep, and then you just wander down. He'll help you over Camelback, and if you find yourself like a Pokemon Go, like here in our parking lot, and you see the $1,000, you can capture
You'll
it.
know when you'll see a group of giant balloons and a
Yep.
guy walking with a giant check.
That's
too,
it. Yeah.
to your door.
And you have to attack him and tell him the code word. What's the frequency, Kenneth? Tackle anybody you see and say that. Superstition. That's today's 7 o'clock word. And then at 8 o'clock, we're doing another one. That's salt, but don't worry about that yet. Superstition. And again, I think transparency is key in contests. I would be a terrible game show host. Look, here's how this works. The station's pulling in, I don't know, $40, $55 million on this game show. We're giving $1 million away every, 5 months? It seems like we're doing more than we actually are. I look at Jeopardy, and I'm like, how much money does goddamn Jeopardy make? That not only do they sometimes hand out, normally it's 50, 60 grand for the winner, 30 to 60,000 for a good winner. And then they go, and we're going to match that and give it to a charity. So they're like $120,000 that they throw over to a charity. Like, thanks a lot, players. And they walk away, and I'm like, every night? So that's $500,000 a week. Jeopardy's pulling in.
Is that one champion
so
still
much.
rolling?
Oh, I think so. I haven't watched this week. I think so. Oh, no, they're on reruns this week. So the season's going to start again. But and then I look at Family Feud, and their top prize is $20 grand to split 5 ways. And then I never understand that if you win 5 games in a row, the whole family wins 1 car. Like, they all don't get a car. You'd think
there's some
one car.
feuding going on there.
Of course. But it's like you got to win $20,000 a night to make it worth the time for all 5 members of your family to. Nobody ever does that. Some of them will win a couple of fast monies and go $40,000, and then they get to that 5th day, and if they don't do that, then they automatically get the car if you win the 5th time. Then they just send the family over to the Atlas or whatever car they're giving away that week. I don't know what it is, and they just jump in it, all 5 of them. And I'm like, well, that's a friend, that's a neighbor, that's a cousin. How's this work? The car's only worth $26 grand. After taxes, you're going to split $13,005. Well, you guys are winning nothing. You spent a week of your life on the feud. And then there's Jeopardy going.
Made all those videos.
We're doing $100 grand every single day. They make so much money, so much cash. And people bitch about disparity and lifestyle. Look at TV, for God's sakes. Go no further than Jeopardy to say that there's income equality, because this market is big enough to make Jeopardy go, hey, it's another $150,000 to wherever we decide to do it. We'll do it again tomorrow, folks. We'll see you
I
then.
think they said through that guest run of hosts, because each host had a charity at the end, and Jeopardy will match and throw this. They gave away like $12.5 million.
You know what my theory is? They don't have to pay Alex anymore.
Wow.
That's his salary.
Yeah.
I know.
But true.
It's true.
Yeah,
We get $15 million to throw around here. What do we do with that? Give it away.
Buzzy, the new dude, ain't making Alex's salary.
Bizarro
right?
Michael Richards. His name's Michael Richards. Nobody's pointed out that Kramer is the host
That's
of
why
Jeopardy.
he's going by Buzzy.
Yeah. No, Buzzy's not the host. Buzzy is a former contestant. He was a guest host. Mike Richards is the new host of Jeopardy, along with Blossom.
Yeah.
Which is just ruining it.
And how does that work?
Well, for me, Brady, it works like
between,
this. I turn on the TV, I see Blossom's face, and I turn
I'm
it off.
out.
I don't want to watch Maya be Alec. Do anything. And she brags about being like a neurosurgeon or whatever she is on top of being Blossom.
Why are they having 2 hosts anyway?
It's a day show and a night show.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, which they used to just rerun Alex's old shows. But, yeah, I don't understand it either. But, yeah, I mean, there's so much money in that. So our little $6,000 per day, it's nice. but it's
it's not TV money, man.
Well, it's being cheap. We're pulling in quite a chunk of change here. It's not like
it's what I've heard, John.
There's a reason why our owners have yachts and $6,000 a day, and it's a decent amount of money, but they could do better. I'll talk to Ginny next time she's in town. I'm like, that was nice, but come on.
Kick down.
Make it $10K a day. People would hear that. $10K a day. Ooh. $6K a day is nice. Real good. But $10K a day, whew, you do it 5 times, you're actually giving away less. And look, I need to be in charge of something, but that means I got to sit with these idiots in suits, and I'm not interested in that. And I don't know if you guys saw this. This is a great story. I saw this last night. So first off, this is the picture of the guy who's been arrested. Tell me what you think this man does for a living, Brady.
Nothing.
All right. He says nothing.
Car sales.
Car sales is your guess?
Janitor.
Janitor. He is a massage therapist. Now, just from your guesses, the people listening get a pretty decent idea of the ruddy-complected massage therapist that looks a little rough around the edges. So if you go to a massage therapist and this guy rolls in, you're thinking, oh, he's going to clean the room before the massage therapist gets here. I'll lay comfortably with half my ass out of this towel. Nope. He's the therapist. And then the story goes, a lady went there to get a massage. I'm not going to give the guy's name just in case he's innocent. But he's not. So his name's Jonathan.
No, look at that picture.
His name's Jonathan Riggs. I just looked at his picture again. His name is Jonathan Riggs. So here's the story. It's funny because it says, at one point during the massage, the victim told police Riggs sexually assaulted her during the session, which is terrible. Court records say that she immediately left and called the police. Riggs was picked up by the police, who got a DNA sample from him. Riggs first denied doing anything wrong, but detectives told Riggs his DNA was found on the victim, and he collapsed and said, oh, I made a huge mistake here.
Oh, boy.
So that confuses me because that means he knows he left DNA on her.
And he knows what that DNA is.
Well, yeah, but did he? Or is he dumb and thinks that his hands shed DNA onto her?
Yeah. Rubbing in.
I think
he shot one off.
Tummy puddles.
Well, on the wrong tummy, though.
Yeah.
Tummy puddles are solo. You can throw tummy puddles on someone else, but they're not called tummy.
On her back, it was added lotion.
He doesn't know that, apparently.
It's a money shot when it's somebody else. It's yours. Okay. It's a tummy puddle. You get that little reservoir belly button. And you go with your middle finger. You make the splashies. Summer puddles.
Just you.
You've done it. We've all done it. You've done it. You've filled it and gone, my belly button's a pool. You've done it. And then you do boing, boing with your fingers and act like, no? All right, maybe it is just me. Anyway, but if you tell somebody, because they take your DNA and then they say, we got your DNA on her. Oh, I did it. So we did it. But that's the key to my lifestyle. Judging people by the way they look is so wildly important, and we're getting away from that. I don't like the idea, and Brett's really good at it. Brett looks at people and judges them immediately through stereotypes and racism. I've been doing the exact same thing, only I call it bigotry, and it's bigotry towards all. That's equality. Equality is not giving everybody a fair chance. It's giving everybody the same, I don't trust you feeling right off the bat. You trust everyone unequally. Brady, I look at you. If I first met you, I'm like, I don't trust this man. It has nothing to do with the color of your skin. You just have to prove different. If I went to a massage therapy place and that dude rolled in, I'd leave before he touched me.
Out.
And people go, you're a judgmental prick. Maybe he'll prove you wrong. Well, he's got to do that before I take my clothes off. How about that?
What are your qualifications, Trevor?
Yeah, I'm not even asking questions. There's no interview process. It's completely on how the man looks. It's completely on how he looks. Completely based on how he looks.
And you hold yourself to the same standards.
Absolutely. Yeah. If I walked into a place looking dirt, like if I'm dressed like this and I walked in to try to rub your naked body, you should leave. I look like a pedophile. I have the wrong shoes. I picked the wrong shoes today. I meant to grab my green ones to match my shorts, and I grabbed the black ones. I look like a crazy person today. I look like a 12-year-old that dressed himself. That's fine, but I should not be trusted with your money or your body today. That's a rule because based on my appearance alone. I should never go, hi, I'm your financial advisor. People be like, I don't trust him. Look at him. He's wearing the worst T-shirt you've ever seen. What does your shirt say?
Oh, it's classy. Florida.
Everglades City, the original airboat tours. Nope.
Yeah.
I trust you with very little today.
Some gators.
You, to me, are just a large meth dealer, just on visual. Like he likes airboat tours too much. Brett, It's a little bit like maybe I'd talk to him about a skateboard. That's about as far as I'd take it. Toledo might be trustworthy. I might talk to him about like siding for a house. I judge everyone equally. That's true equality. And we just keep getting away from it. Instead of saying judge people based on the way they look, we say don't judge people based. No, that's the sink or swim mechanism our eyes and brains have, is to look at someone and go, I don't like this. We were built, it's natural, built in to go, ooh, I got an odd feeling. It's a dog's look at that, I don't like this person here. It's not racially based, it's how you look. And if you look like a dirty person and you plan on rubbing my naked body, I'm leaving. Because look what happens. He shoots DNA on his people. It's a thing.
Yeah, if you look like you're, cleaning the toilets and cleaning the urinals here at Hubbard
right.
and in the overnights, you're not going to be massaging me anytime soon, Chief.
I'm not taking my clothes off for somebody who looks like that. They have to be presentable, clean. Like the dude had like a weird Amish beard. Yes.
Right, he had the Amish beard. You're going straight off the face.
Exactly, Brady.
Because if he had, his massage suit on, a collared shirt or whatever, it's les masseuses.
I show you the picture again.
Yeah.
You're not taking your clothes off with this dude in the room. You're not doing it.
So if he's wearing his polo with Massage Envy, you're okay or what?
Look at him. This dude walks. He just looks like he's going to.
It's a tough sell.
The picture.
Even with the company.
His mugshot looks like he's about to shoot some yummy on you. I think he's mid-stroking the mugshot.
Just mixing up the next batch of lotion.
I judge people based on how they look immediately, and it has never served me wrong. Now, have I been wrong about that person? Yes. But at the time I judged them, I was served perfectly on that. I go to the Circle K on 23rd Avenue and Camelback. Everyone in there's a suspect. Have you seen the people in that spot? It's the most horrifying convenience store in the city. Head on a swivel. Maybe they're all wonderful human beings. But they don't look like it. It's the old looks like a duck, walks like a duck. I think that might be a duck. And I judge everybody. White, black. That's how beautiful a person I am, Brady. I judge you because you're human, not because of the color of your skin. Although sometimes if there's a lot of the same color of skin, I feel a little uncomfortable. That's called a gang. I don't like that. Even like when if it's a group of bald guys, I'm one of them. But I'm not in their crew. I don't like bikers in bunches. I don't like dudes in do-rags in bunches. I don't like a load of guys in like vests. I don't like vests in bunches. I don't like vests generally. If you're wearing a vest, I don't trust you. But that's true beauty, Brady. That's true human beauty. What I'm exhibiting is true diversity and true equality. Because I discriminate on who I hate. I don't like all of you. Immediately. Prove me wrong. That's truly how we should be. You go into a massage parlor, and Rocco, the meathead, comes in.
That's why it's tough for some businesses sometimes to say.
Rocco again?
Like this guy, I want to be a masseuse.
Right.
Like, well, can we change some stuff up? How do you handle that?
Can I get another one? No, I just go, you know what, I'm not feeling well. It's the easiest thing in the world. I've done it several times. In fact, I did it in Sedona when that weird old man in the gym wanted to touch butts because he stood right next to me in a wide open gym to change his clothes. I'm leaving. And I just told him I'm uncomfortable and I don't feel well. I'm going back to the room. I just didn't like the vibe. That's it. I'll give you a perfect example. If you hired a personal trainer and Lizzo came in.
Out.
Thank you. Is it because she's black?
No, absolutely
she's
not.
Fat.
Yeah.
And she's supposed to a different way for that job. You present yourself for the job you have, which is why I'm dressed like a 12-year-old homeless boy. I'm a radio person. There's no reason for me to try. But yeah, this whole thing. And Brady, you everybody does it, and we all act like we don't. It's time
There's people that are in denial that say they don't. No,
everyone does
natural.
it. Yeah, of course it is. I don't like the looks of this guy. Your parents teach you that. Stay away. I don't like that guy over there. I don't like the look of that guy.
Or you like the look of that person.
That's called being attracted to someone. Yeah. That's a lovely feeling. And there's crooked pot, crooked lid. This massage therapist might be attractive to some lady. And you're definitely attractive to him because he'll fire DNA on you when you least expect it. It's pretty great. That's the way you have to go. So pay attention, look around, and judge people on the way they look, not the color of their skin. the way they present themselves in public. There's plenty of times I should be judged on how I look. You go to a car dealership, you know, my theory is you dress like a bum, they'll leave you alone. Because they will. And they're right to do it. That guy's got no money. Not going over there. It's a fact. If Dale Hellestray walked in, Casey Chin his ass says, to massage you, what do? You leave.
You curl up in the fetal position
you're gonna get,
and enjoy the ride.
No, I don't want Dale's healing hands. I'll one-up you. If Dale's my waiter, I'm leaving. His thumbs are going to go in everything, those giant hands of his. Yeah, I don't like that at all. Although I think Dale's probably Peter Principle maxed out at waiter. That's pretty much where his brain power will take him as far as getting a job. He might be head waiter somewhere because of his age, but he's a waiter.
Bartender.
If it wasn't for football, oh no, terrible bartender. You got to remember too much. Tom Collins is gin, John Collins is... I don't remember any of this.
You're getting the beer.
The beer. Be a man. Jesus, Jeremy. Everybody be Jeremy. Jeremy. What's a Tom Collins? Jen.
What's a John Collins?
Vodka. Which one was the first one? I'll do it. Yeah, that's about as far as you go. But again, watching that story last night, and we all do that. That's why that mugshot thing on Arizona's Family was so great for so long. That you'd see that they'd take pictures of people's mugshots, and you'd be like, rape, meth, 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 meth. You just go down the list like a yearbook. Meth, 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 prostitution, meth, rape, meth, meth, meth. And then you go back and check your work. I was like 94% right. I'd miss a couple of prostitutes. And most of the time, the prostitute was either meth or prostitution. The prostitutes, I always guessed because they were almost always smiling in their mugshot because they knew, I'm out of here in an hour. They know the process. The meth heads look scared because they're on meth. The ones are crying. That's it.
Here's the one from June 1st.
All right, let's
look
go.
At number 2 there.
Meth, DUI, prostitute, meth, domestic violence, meth, possession.
I think possession on the last two. I'm not sure this guy's
Oh,
methy.
that dude's got meth.
Which one?
He's definitely methed out.
This guy right here.
He's in the beginnings of meth.
He's a tweaker.
Yeah, you got meth, DUI.
I think 2 DUIs here. I think she's
definitely. She might be. I think prostitute for her.
Really?
I think shockingly she's a hooker. Meth down in the bottom.
I'm going pastor, rabbi.
What was she?
Justice for George Floyd. Apparently protesting.
Oh, this is from last year.
No. This. Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah, I was going to say there's no possible way she's still marching around.
She's dedicated.
Oh, justice for George Floyd is a crime? You can get arrested for that? What are you in for? Justice?
Who's this one?
Another protester.
Okay, this is a protest website. They were all on meth? The protesters on meth? Because this is an ugly
If not,
bunch.
they should be.
Look at that group. Yeah, this is a different group of people. That wasn't anybody I was picking out. That guy should be in jail for his haircut. He looks like the thing Tweety Bird turned into after the pills. Anyway, it's 7 o'clock, everybody. It's time to give that money away. Superstition. If you have one, that's it. Our app is the key. Get on the app right now. Hop on that thing.
Click the star. Click the star.
Click the little reward star. Scroll down. 7 a.m. box says there's nothing there. Click on it. Put in the word superstition. In 2 seconds, it's 7 o'clock right now. 8-second delay, so you can do it now. Superstition. And get it in there, and then you might win $1,000 like a couple people did yesterday. That guy's a mess.
Arrested in Maricopa, John.
Trespassing with possession. What's he got?
Endangerment. Endangerment.
That means, but that usually is probably
Usually child-related.
Oh, is it?
Usually.
So he had like a gun in a kid's
We should
car
do
seat
that.
or something.
We should do that. Guess that mugshot.
Guess the Mugshot's a
Let's
great
do
game.
that.
I used to play it every day on the AZ Family because they used to lead with that. Their website used to have that on like. Here we go. Now we're cooking. Look at that page.
Oh man!
Wow.
That one's arrested for not having a chin.
All right. The bottom left girl's either a hooker or a DUI. She's
got
kind of
like
hot.
a Russian name. Can you see her name?
She's a hooker.
Nikolina
that is.
Zergina.
Yep.
Prostitution.
Yep.
Probation violation and speeding in excess of 85 miles an hour.
Prostitution. Her
Yeah,
probation
she's from-
violation is she was running from the
parole.
cops because she had.
What about number 2 there? A tweaky looking
That's
guy.
meth. Come on.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Joshua Hoover. Criminal trespassing in the 3rd degree, shoplifting, and criminal trespassing in the 2nd degree.
Well, it's 'cause
that
he was
guy's only in
stealing
jail
stuff
for
for his
He's
meth.
been banned from the dollar
Trespassing?
store.
Well, he had to
Looking
get what
like
he-
that?
He had to get what he wanted.
Looks like he's got. The other guy's making meth.
That's why they call me.
The third guy's distribution.
This guy?
Yeah, he's there.
Dangerous drug possession and use.
you go.
Dangerous drug possession and
With
paraphernalia.
intent. Yeah, he has intent to get rid of it. I don't know what I think the upper right one is one of the precogs got loose, it looks like.
Knowingly displaying false license plate, probation violation, criminal trespass.
Wow, trespassing.
Go to this one. First one.
Which one? That I think she's DUI and possession.
Okay.
I'll go possession.
Robbery, assault, and intense reckless endangerment and injury.
This is a tough group.
Well, we got to practice.
We got to turn it up.
Yeah.
Well, this is the actual mugshots.
Oh, yeah.
Arizona, is it from AZ Family?
No, this is.
Go to the AZ Family.
They don't have it anymore.
Oh, man, because people like me were playing games with it.
Yep.
This is actual real criminals. Okay, we do have to ratchet
From
it up
Arizona.
a little bit. Because
These
the
are all
AZ
from
Family
Arizona.
thing was 3 things: prostitution, meth, or DUI. And the Monday ones were the best because Saturday in Scottsdale gets out of hand. And that thing was like 30 people deep. All right, what website is that? That's a fun site.
This is mugshotsearch.net.
All right. Yay! You can search for people's arrest mugs? You can put in names and stuff and find them?
Yeah.
Put yours in there. Do you have one?
I don't. Yeah, I did.
You got a mug?
from
Let's
my
see what you
DUI.
got.
Yeah.
See if old Dick Toledo's mugshot's in there. That'd be great. That is your profile pic if it is.
I can't find a search.
Oh.
Search by name was up in the top there,
He's-
or looking for a mugshot.
Brady found it. He is our IT guy the last couple of days. Richard Toledo. Click. I am not a robot. How often do you get asked that by actual people? Are you a robot? No, I'm Dick Toledo.
It
Searching.
ain't robot.
Searching.
You got to do the yeah.
I got to put your name back in even after I'm not a robot? All right, good luck. Let's see. I hope your picture's up there. Is there a statute of limitations on mugshots?
Maybe.
It's been a long time since you got one.
He's in the cloud.
Oh, there's
He's in
a
the
lot
cloud.
of your people.
California. There's a lot of Richard Pages.
All right. Never
Florida,
mind.
Colorado.
Nothing for Arizona.
Right, I'll
Well,
do
I'd
some
like to see
searching.
that. All right. We'll play that game at home. That's fun.
This is fun.
Yeah, it is. It's judging people by the way they look. And it's kind of predetermined because they're already troublemakers. But yeah, massage therapist, you got to look the part or I'm not interested. Sorry. Waiter, I want you to be clean. I do. Sorry. I don't care what color anyone is. I'm suspect of all of you.
When you say that, I just remember years ago, it didn't last long, but the one day we went to that Heart Attack Grill,
Oh.
and the waitress that came to our table.
Oh, she was.
Oh.
And you tried to save her. Like you did that
I knew
stripper.
her dad.
You knew her
That's
dad.
why, yeah.
Her pants were so tight.
Oh.
Her floppy beef curtains were right there at the edge of our table, and she would rest that thing on our table.
Oh,
It was that big.
oh my!
She wasn't fat, but that thing was.
Oh,
And it was in these tight little pants, and she would lean it on the corner of the table, and it would splay out like somebody stepped on a snail. You're going to serve me food on this table with that thing? Wash all of you. No, she was filthy, just repulsively dirty. Did I eat? I'm surprised if I ordered anything. I may not have.
I can't remember.
You were too busy
It's
eating.
disturbing.
But even Brady
I just
knows
remember
that.
the food was not that good.
No.
That chick's
And it wasn't
clam
it wasn't
is
helped by her clam being out.
Why are the tables clam height? She keeps landing on our table.
We didn't leave. We should have left. I don't think I ordered anything. I've gone to plenty of places where I'm like, I'm not eating here because this guy's gross. So, again, judge by the way someone looks, not by the color of their skin.
Google eyes at that pita place.
We went to that Google Eyes. And I felt bad for Google Eyes because that was just he just looked like one of those weird things that kids have on their notebooks. That it's got the spinny eyes. His eyes they went all over the place. And we'd go get sandwiches there every once in a while. That was a medical problem. And I felt like he had found his niche. This was as far as he was going to go. The folks over at Subway weren't going to hire him to be an artist, but he could still make sandwiches at a low-level place. at some kind of 4 or 5 franchised pita sandwich place, but he had Google eyes. I mean, they were all over the place. This one was looking for another. This one was looking for you. This one was looking for tomatoes. They were spinning.
Like a Jackson chameleon.
He could see it all. 360 degrees of sandwich making skills. I could see all around himself. He was an oracle. Anyway, that story got me last night because when they put the picture up, this massage therapist, I just went, no, to the TV. No. The
Waste of time.
The massage school should have said, no. But I'm allowed to do whatever. I'm not here. You're not. Come on.
Came in with $40K in cash.
Clean it up. If you went to, exactly. We paid the folks over at Rainstar $40,000. How'd you get that? Various drug deals. Oh, that's the mugshot of Toledo's ex. All right.
Prostitution.
What? She doesn't have a rap. It just says, please put me in here so I don't kill Dick.
She looks like she's yelling through her mugshot even.
Doesn't it?
Man.
Why don't you arrest me? Why don't you mayonnaise? I can't stand him. Put me in jail. It's better than the hell I lived for 4 years married to that turtle.
Turn around, ma'am.
No problem. Here's my profile. I'm looking away as long as I don't see him.
She's a tough egg. What'd she do wrong?
What's it like married to a turnip?
Remember that time you pressed me up against a glass in Vegas?
Turn around! Put your boobs up against the window. Grab the sculpture.
Mrs. Toledo, could you keep it down in there?
How can I keep it down with Mr. Mayonnaise ass up in the air? Going in.
Oh, boy, she was loud to you.
To me?
No, she was lovely to me. I have no problem with it, but I heard that yelling match. Boy, oh, boy, I knew.
A legend was born.
A legend was born.
Somewhere her other ex-husband, Chad, is.
Oh, he's got the PTSD. She had an extra gear, man. You thought you were RPMing at 7,000 with her at one point.
Right into overdrive.
Dropped it down in the OD. Next thing you know, you're running at 2,000. She's still got another 5 to go. Yeah, it's pretty impressive. Anyway, superstition is the deal. I wish we could all have her. I wish she'd come back on the show. Like she could come in here.
She probably would.
I know she would. And I would try to antagonize her to get mad at you. To get mad at you. Just so she'd pop again. Oh, the yelling. So impressive. Superstition, that's today's word. 7 o'clock word. You got 20 more minutes to get that thing together. And you might win $1,000 right off the bat and do another one at 8 o'clock. So we're just going to keep this alive a couple times in the morning, a couple times in Larry's show, and a couple times with Fitz. It's easy. It's all day long. Download it 98KUPD app or the desktop stream player. And that's all we're looking for. It's just to boost our numbers. Let's be honest about everything here. We're just trying to boost our numbers, and you guys can possibly win some money. Easy enough. What do you got on the big board of musical treats over there, Bert?
Wake Up Song brought to you guys by our buddies over there at Action Ride Shop. Man, the weather's nice. I'm actually thinking about going for a ride this afternoon.
I saw some mud yesterday. I got excited.
Yeah. So if you're thinking about hitting the trails or you got the kids on the BMX bikes, no problem. Josh and the guys got all your bikes, accessories, parts, and service you can handle. Plus, they're going for the Phoenix New Times Best of Bike Shop.
Yeah.
So make sure you go to their website, and they got the links there. You can vote for them. So,
well, there's no
our boys out.
No close second.
Right.
They're the best.
Oh, absolutely.
I've been to a lot of bike shops, and there's some good ones. We got a lot of good ones in town. Those guys take up and down. Especially if you're in the area. If you're over in that East Valley, don't waste time going anywhere else. That's the place, Action Ride Shop. And make them the best of New Times. They get a plaque.
Yeah.
I have a lot of those.
Maybe Josh will give you one, too.
Well, you have to buy
giving them out the trip.
That's the scam in that. They got to buy it.
Let's see here. Metallica on the list. Mastodon, Amon Amarth, Alice in Chains, Slipknot, Death Clock, Nirvana. Hell yeah. Megadeth, Rollins Band making an appearance. Prong, New Maiden, and I know you're on that one.
New Maiden.
That's what the guy said. And Seven Dust.
Okay. I'll think about that. I halfway think that because when you read that New Times and it's best of, the writer's choice is always something weird.
Yeah.
And then the fans' choice is usually something pretty mainstream. Like we've won the fans' choice. John Jay and Rich win that every once in a while. I think that Tim and Brian, what's his name? Ben, Hattrick and Campbell over there at Canex. They've won that. But most of the time they give it to like the
morning mess.
Yeah, the morning meatball.
Or Jonathan L.
Or Jonathan L. And you know why I think that is? Because those people will buy the plaque.
Yeah.
I think that's it. I think that those people will actually, because I just recently discovered that is the big scam, is that you get named to this stuff, and it's nice honors and things like that. But then
you're destined for a lot more then.
Getting tons of them, because I've got loads of plaques coming.
He's like, we got a buyer.
Yeah, I'm a buyer now, so I'm going to get all these awards. I didn't realize how that's how it works. So I can be covered in awards because I kicked in on that plaque thing. And the way the plaque thing works is congratulations on being named New Times Best of blah, blah, blah. For $150, you can get this beautiful plaque. Or for $450, you can get 5 of them. I'm like, well, this will make me look like a superstar. And if you had a restaurant like you did, Brady, you'd get 5 of them. Put one in the bathroom. You put one at the front door. It looks like you're just covered in awards. Right. But what people don't know is you're buying those. New Times used to give them away.
Yeah, they would give you a plaque.
You got their plaque.
Then it dropped down to a piece of paper.
And you get a certificate. Yeah. And then nothing. And then you tied in with this company that because at Phoenix, when I was named one of the greatest human beings on the planet for Phoenix Magazine, what do they call that? The best 48 people alive, I think, was the name of the issue.
Yeah.
I was in there.
Right.
I think that was it. Me and a bunch of doctors. So, but the doctors will do it because it's something on their wall. They like putting things on their wall. I think Mark Curtis won. He probably bought a plaque. Because he probably has a wall of that stuff, right?
I don't know. He's pretty tight.
Is he?
Yeah.
Is he
Yeah.
Is he kind of that way?
Oh, yeah.
Brady golfs with Mark Curtis. Brady asked if Mark Curtis could be on the show during the Olympics, and all I had was flashbacks of, all right, buddy! I can't do it. Still too close, too soon. But yeah, he would buy a plaque. He's been in a lot of those, so maybe he's over it. But
well, he was around when they were giving them out, too. When they
that's true.
They're just freebies.
Yeah. But it's
we
a
have
racket.
A share of those.
A couple. They stopped giving them away.
Yeah.
And then started to name off whatever that KWSS station that everybody works for free.
Then they'll break it down by neighborhood.
You can pick it up for like 10 miles around Scottsdale, and that's about it.
Yeah. It's a Mr. Microphone in a building. Yeah. And basically, it's Toledo's ex-wife has a better broadcast range than this place. Yeah. That's just without a mic.
And that's where Jonathan L. won his award when he was on that station, too.
Yeah, it's ham sandwich and cheese man. They're the best in the valley. I'm like, nobody's heard that. How can they be best? But I think it's because they'll buy the plaque. I'm almost convinced of it.
Well, and then they break it down per neighborhood, just about. West side, east side.
Exactly. Well, I still think it's a nice thing for Action Ride Shop to be named that.
Absolutely.
But
on the radio side, it's kind of knobby.
Anything in media, it's a little bit. And that's why I buy all the plaques. I got 5 of them for my most important person in Arizona, Phoenix Magazine one.
You should send the next one to Woody.
Oh, God. Well, I've been giving them out as gifts.
That's what I'm saying.
Which has been great.
Woody'd love one.
My friend's birthday about a couple weeks ago, I gave him a T-shirt because like a novelty T-shirt, and then inside there was one of my This Guy's Awesome awards. Here you go. What's this? And I'm like, oh, this is an award proclaiming that I'm one of the 48 most important people in Phoenix. It's a thing
in the hallway.
Like, what am I going to do with this? I'm like, hang it. And last year I gave him a glass trophy that they gave us for some type of charity work.
Another award.
If I buy it, I give it out as presents. Tripp's got all of them. His office is riddled with my accolades that I myself have purchased. It's so weird. So next time you go into somebody's house and they've got awards on the wall, just know they kicked in for that, and it's embarrassing.
Let alone what they pay for the picture with the president.
Oh, my God. And they act like that was a thing, like he wanted to meet them. The Hollywood Walk of Fame you buy. I found that out.
$10,000 or is it 20?
Oh, it's more, and but then you have to nominate yourself.
You can't buy yours. Somebody has to buy it. Yeah.
But you're in on it. And it's usually
you're basically they say you're sponsored.
Right. You have somebody and somebody will sponsor
you. Yeah.
Right. And then that's how you get nominated. But there's no like real honor. You pay it.
Yeah, once Florence from the Jeffersons got in a couple weeks
ago. She's awesome. She fell asleep at her own announcement.
A couple weeks ago, she hasn't done anything in like 35 years.
That's just because she was about to die. And somebody said, did she get a star? And they're like, no, I don't think so. We got to get Florence a star before she dies. And she like died during the speech. She's still alive, but barely.
Good timing.
I mean, they nailed it. And they had to be happy at a certain point when she started to pass out when she was saying thank you. And they had to prop her back up. I'm like, we did it. At least she got her star.
Batteries ran out.
Yeah. Yeah, they reloaded her. 227's Marla Gibbs got back up running. Yeah, I don't believe in anything anymore. Everything is not real. And award shows and awards that you get, they're nice.
Like the happy Afghanis running in the videos?
Right. That's exactly it. Brady noticed the two people smiling.
About to get Afghanis.
Yeah. Brady is rose-colored glasses to a point where he saw a couple of folks smiling at the airport running under
But I'm like,
the
why
cargo
are they
plane.
doing
Under the
that?
wheels of the plane.
They're happy.
I mean, this
thinking
is a mess. And the guy's like waiting to...
Brady.
I guess people ham for videos no matter what.
No one's hamming. The people running on that tarmac felt free. They were close to getting on a plane. Maybe they were smiling, seeing that plane has a staircase we can run to. You think they're just having the time of their life running from the Taliban.
I
it's
see
not a
no
high
time
mom
to
situation.
smile about that situation. I'll give him credit
look,
for
I'd be
being-
grinning ear to ear if I got it to the tarmac and was running plane.
Yeah.
Ear to ear. I'm like, we're getting out of here, man. This is going to work. And then you
F
got
you, Taliban.
to climb over like 40 other dudes in dresses on that. Boy, that was like flying Spirit Airlines, what I saw. There's a pile of people in that jetway. I don't think that thing was meant to hold that many. Do they have stewardesses and stuff? Or are they just loading and going?
on the military planes. Oh yeah, great meals.
And I've gotten so many emails from veterans who are not happy. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, there's some true anger going on out there right now. This was a boondoggle. This is the Bay of Pigs. To sit back on TV yesterday and say, hey, I stand by it, was fairly insensitive. But that's a whole political argument that just never ends. Yesterday and the day before, complete catastrophe. And people are spinning. Instead of just going, this was a mess, completely spinning the story to, I've been there. I've done this, but I've seen it. You've been there for 50 years. You were part of this as much as anybody else. I don't care if you're a Democrat or Republican. Everybody's hands are dirty on this thing. And this weekend was a disaster. And reading these letters from these vets, and I won't read them on the air because it's grandstanding for like they're furious. There's a dude two people who have sent me pictures of their dead relatives with their killed in action date in Afghanistan, and then just like gigantic F you, U.S. government, blah, blah. It's created a lot of anger. All I'm saying is I would have liked to seen somebody go on TV yesterday and say, I want out of there, and we should get out of there. I screwed this up. This was not the way to handle it. This was a disaster. Not, we needed to leave anyway, so shut up, which is essentially what he did. That was a catastrophe. You don't have to like Trump or Biden to know that was a mess. So to the veterans again, everybody, a vet. Toledo said it best yesterday. Check on a vet because there's some anger coming through my emails.
Hey, John, I just saw a KUPD sticker on a gear rack loaded with weapons and body armor at the Kabul airport.
Is that right?
There's a picture of it here. I'll show it to you.
We have a KUPD sticker at the Kabul airport?
Somebody sent it.
Are we going to get sued for something?
I don't know.
We don't like our bumper sticker on the back of cars that get arrested for.
There it is.
How about that? There we are. Did he just put it on there?
I don't know.
It says sent in video, so I don't know if there's a video of it somewhere. I haven't gotten an email of it.
KUPD is at the Kabul airport on a gun rack. That's a relatively new sticker. That's from our deployment stuff.
Exactly.
It is.
Yeah, that's the new shape.
I guess that's kind of cool.
That is cool.
Except for when the Taliban sees it and goes, what is KUPD?
Right.
Who is their leader? I hear he wins many plaques.
Let's go on the
like,
Google.
oh, no. They're coming after us. You're the ones who instigate this whole thing. Like, what? Farchuk, man. Farchuk, man, makes them feel powerful and stuff. I don't do anything. We'll kill everyone at KUPD.
We're now playing cards.
That's pretty neat, though, in a way. And also, I'd rather be anonymous. To be honest, I'm sort of a coward. I don't know which one you want to go with, Brett. Pick it.
We can either do the new Maiden or that Prong song. Looks pretty good too. Whose fist is it anyway?
Let's go with Maiden.
All right.
I like.
I can't believe you're going to do.
Well,
Maiden.
because you know why? I'm a man of the people.
All right.
Just because I don't like it doesn't mean I have to keep it from everyone else.
I haven't heard this one either, so we'll
You're going fresh maiden?
Yeah. New maiden.
Freddie.
Huh? Who's Freddie?
Eddie.
Oh, I thought you said for Eddie.
Eddie.
I thought you said, like, who the hell's Freddie? Is Freddie having a stroke and thinking of a man named Freddie? All right. Are you ready?
No, I got to get it.
Oh, okay.
I didn't think you were going that route.
I didn't know you were going. Did you download the other one?
I've got Whose Fist Is It Anyway?
I bet you do. Stupid. Superstition. That's the word today. If you want to do that, and again, on our app, don't text it. Don't do any of that stuff or email or whatever. Just do it on the app. 98 KUPD app. You can download that desktop stream player. Which I'm not even sure how that works. It says contest runs the 16th through September 10th.
Oh yeah,
is that right?
Yeah.
Maybe the company isn't that cheap after all. That's a lot of dough going out there. Well, again, $6,000 a day is nothing to them. We could have done more. And plus, all you got to do is not give a couple away.
Oh, well, you plant that seed down.
Pratt used to do. To promise trips and make you pay for them and stuff, and he never gave them away.
The same trip for 8 years.
Look, I've been here for 20 years. That guy tried to give away a trip like every. I talked to this guy at this dinner I was at Saturday. And he's like, and Pratt was there before you. And I'm like, you mother. And he goes, what? And I'm like, just don't even bring him up. And his wife goes, geez, he got real mad, real fat. That was funny. I just don't like that guy. And he goes, yeah. He said, I used to enter his contests. And I'm like, well, then you just gave him free money. And he goes, what do you mean? I'm like, he never had. I'd go to the van and I'd drop money in that bucket. I'm like, you never gave one away. I've worked here for 20 years. I've never once met someone that said, oh, I went on that Hawaiian vacation. No one's ever said, this station. I mean, honestly,
we don't have a list of those winners anywhere.
KUPD should probably be investigated for his
pre-1990.
No, pre-2001.
2001, 91. Oof.
I didn't know you could do that. Now, to be honest with you, had I known that, probably would have tried it a couple of times. But still, it's not right. And then his tax write-off, because you'd give money to his charity, and then he'd take it, write a check from his own personal account back to that charity. It's his own write-off with your cash. The guy is so crooked.
Hopefully the amount was the same.
Nobody knows that. But still, even if it's $1 and it's even, doing it yourself is so wrong. The charitable donation to your own thing, because I'll just like the cash. I'll write a check for myself. Now you're getting all the credit for it. There's $4,000 to this charity. Isn't that great? It's his write-off. It was a terribly crooked operation. I would be in the Taliban before I'd be on his show. That is true. If you were to recruit me from one to the next, I would do that. What's the matter?
You're going to do 7 minutes and 40 seconds
Oh,
of New
dear
Iron
God,
Maiden?
no. Whose fist is it anyway? Right. No 7 minutes of Maiden. Sorry, Maiden fans. I can't do that. That's an album cut. That's for you to do when you're sitting in your couch wondering how life went so south. I could have told you. You listened to too much Maiden.
8 minutes of Maiden?
No.
Well.
No thanks. Prong. We'll go with that one.
It's out of control now.
98 KUPD.
You've been listening to Holmberg's Morning Sickness Podcast, brought to you by our friends at Eric's Family Barbecue in Avondale. Meet, mesquite, repeat. Eric'sFamilyBBQ.com.